Welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. In this episode of the shed rehab, we're going to be putting in the window. First thing I need to do is this window, measure it. I got the window free. It came from a friend of mine who is a contractor, general contractor, and he acquired a bunch of windows, and he gave me a bunch of them so I could utilize them for various projects around the ranch. So this window is free. You'll notice that it is a foggy. It's kind of like it's a bathroom window. So this is the size I wanted in the shed. So whether it's foggy or not, it still gives me natural light in the shed. Not too worried about a view. I can just open the window, put a screen on the window, keep the bugs out, and I can have cross ventilation in the shed during the summer, and keep the window closed during the winter, and still have light coming into the shed. Now, in this process, I measure the window, and then I cut my 2x4s that I'm going to frame the window with. I cut the side 2x4s first. I lay them in place. And then I cut the top and bottom 2x4s, and I lay them in place. And then I screw the 2x4s together, creating a box in which the window sets in. Now, with this 2x4 frame, I'm going to measure the outside dimensions of this 2x4 frame. With these dimensions, I'm going to draw out that opening space on the back wall of my shed, and I'm going to center it within on the shed wall. I'm going to drill a hole on each corner of my square to start the jigsaw when I put the metal cutting blade in the jigsaw. This drill bit is big enough to accommodate a hole to start the bit. Safety first, put earplugs in. This cutting the metal is going to be very, very noisy, and I don't want to hurt my ears. Save my ears when I'm old so I can hear my wife tell me, honey, do this, honey, do that, please. I don't want to have to turn off my hearing aids and miss important things she says. I'm going to take my jigsaw, a thin metal blade, a thin metal blade to cut the metal, because this is a really thin metal on the shed. Like a glove. There you go. That's the frame for the window. Windows in. This concludes part 3 of putting the window on the garden shed. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. I want to thank you for joining me and my wife on our adventure here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. And please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and please leave a comment. I really look forward to your comments. And check out our Part 4 video. I'll try to make that the conclusion of the shed. We're going to be painting the door, painting the shed, and painting all the trim, putting new trim up, and completing the whole project. So we'll see you again. Thank you for coming.